Welcome back to Watkins Glen. We're on board with Stuart Friesen with our FS1 cameras. You can see Stuart working that wheel. And look, Joey, on his helmet, we've got the visor cam. This camera gives the viewer at home every feeling that you have when you're behind the wheel. Look how clear it looks out front, how calm it looks. That's getting ready to change.
Yeah, especially when he goes through that inner loop or the bus stop, however you want to call it. There's jumps over there. They jump over the curbs, come down. It's crazy.
And then we have a bumper camera that's going to ride on the front of Taylor Ancrum's truck as we're going green.
Immediately 3 wide going down to turn 1.
Oh, look at that
we
big
talked about this.
Didn't take long. Nemechek and Rhodes, and the 18 of Chandler Smith has gone around as well.
Wow. Some of those drivers, Vince, on the front couple of rows were conservative in there. John Hunter wasn't.
Some were not.
Stayed green. Well, just as you guys said in the pre-race, it's a tight spot, and it funnels down, and eventually somebody gets spit out.
Well, look out. It might happen again as you go into this inner loop here, into this braking zone. Look, you see some drivers be aggressive, some be conservative. I think it might go smoother this time.
I wonder if there's any damage on the Ford truck of John Hunter. We know he got into the back of Ben Rhodes. He seems to have stabilized. You see the black truck just in front of the white one there in the middle of the corner. What about that, too, Joey? How wide these truckers are running way off the race course.
Gilliland took a look at the inside there of Austin Hill for the lead. That's Hill in the blue truck, Gilliland in the red 38, and right behind is Matt Crafton, the 3-time series champ, running third in the neon yellow 88.
And remember, all these guys are trying to figure out where to brake the first time. Here's a replay of the start of the race. Like you said, some are going to very conservative, some are being aggressive. But the good thing about Watkins Glen in turn 1, look at all the room there is to go around the accident to where there isn't really much damage to the cars that got spun out.
You know what's funny, Vince? I look at that runoff room that Joey was speaking of. As you watch again, John Hunter getting loose in the corner, pounding into Ben Rhodes and spinning them around. A couple of nice moves there. Carson Hosenmeyer slipping by on the bottom. But we talk about that as runoff room in case there's a problem. But you watch. These trucks will be all over this racetrack, running really wide off the corners.
That's the last thing you want to. You get all set up to start the race, and first thing you know, you're backwards before the race even starts.
Unusual move there from Nemechek at the start going into 1, and see him out of control in very many situations as he seemed to be there. But everybody has made it through, and now more trouble for the 12 of Tate Fogelman. Again, the green stays out as drivers try to avoid Fogelman as he comes back on the track. Wow. Down into turn 1.
He just gets in there. You can see those rear tires are hopping. He's wheel hopping. Can't slow it down in time. Get up into the slick stuff way out here where it's dirty. And you find a tire barrier.
Austin Hill in the blue truck on the outside, and Todd Gilliland in that red truck inside. And we've piled them up again, or collected some again, going down into turn 1, but they've made their way through for the most part, and we stay green.
But yeah, it was Ben Rhodes again, or was it not?
I don't know. Was it Eckes?
It is the 98 of Eckes, who is racing as a professional for the first time here in his home state of New York.
Wheel hop in the back. Is there anything the crew can do, or is that all on him?
Matt Crafton has gone around there in the bus stop area.
Wow, damage. That means he was racing hard with someone and got that damage, and around he went.
Crafton has already clinched a playoff position. He's in on points. Currently occupies the 7th playoff spot. You see 5 laps, 4 laps now remaining here in stage 1 as the leader just crossed the line, and the 3 has gone around.
We're going to do a whole bunch of 360s. Yeah, triple axle.
Yeah, Bobby Roos running that 3 with Jordan Anderson.
Stewart's up to the 8th spot. Nice battle here for a top 5 position. A.J. Allmendinger up to 6th. Austin Wayne Self, who's had a couple of on-track altercations, he finds himself up in the 5th position. So nice run for that team.
Todd Gilliland working his way toward the green and white checkers. Gilliland is going to win stage 1. It's his 3rd stage win of the season.
Look how he gapped him, Vince.
Yep.
Wow.
Pretty fast.
A 2-time winner in the Camping World Truck Series, including a win early this season. To take care of.
Oh, you imagine? Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. We got some trouble coming out of the bus stop here.
Tanner Gray, Tanner 15
around. Haley Deegan was in that.
You're going to pay the penalty at some point, and that's why you see it back here in 12th. Here you see the wreck in the bus stop.
19 of Derek Kraus. Had a little fender on the 15 of Gray. And Kraus, one of those trying desperately to win this race to get his way into the playoffs. Or, you know, earlier he had pointed enough, taken advantage of that 18 of Chandler Smith's issue.
I wouldn't race him too hard in this position. Save your truck, save your fuel, keep everything going. You're not gaining a whole bunch by keeping that 18 truck down a lot.
Chandler Smith got in that position, had a mechanical issue early in the race, spent some considerable time on pit road as the team went through the truck trying to make sure that they had it properly repaired and diagnosed.
There's the move. Nice
now
job.
Back on the lead lap is the 18 of Smith, who also resides on the playoff bubble, by the way.
Just in time, too.
Yep. Under the green and white checkers for Austin Hill, and it will be his first stage win of the season for the 16. That issue right there for the 19. Well, how about Derek Kraus? He missed the playoffs by just 13 points last year, and right there to the very last race, trying to get in this season as well, and it's going to end up in a disappointment. Back at Watkins Glen, the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, and because of lightning in the area and continued strikes, this race has been called 11 laps shy of the end, and the winner will be Austin Hill. And that means it's the second win of the season for Austin, and they come in back-to-back races after he won the most recent race at Watkins Glen, and they're at Knoxville, and you see starting to uncover that 16 truck. It's not raining at the Glen, but because of repeated lightning strikes and the schedule that they're up against, they have called this one 11 laps shy of the finish, and Austin Hill is the winner.
Vince, would you do that thing like when he wins? Austin Hill takes the checker. Just so we can have that dramatic moment, please.
Austin Hill is your winner at Watkins Glen.
Yes.
How's that? Is that good for you?
This is really good. I think you can bring it a little more, though.